In this module, we will talk about business ethics. Business ethics comes under the domain of corporate social responsibility, or under the umbrella term of corporate social responsibility. Well, it has its own legitimacy as a separate subject or as a separate concept, and however, it has a very close relationship with corporate social responsibility. Either the organizations who are more ethical, uh, they are they are following more corporate social responsibility, or the corporate social responsibility leads to ethics in organizations. So business ethics is about what? When we talk about business ethics, actually we are talking about two things: business and ethics. If we simply talk about ethics, then it is simply a question of understanding and knowing what is right and what is wrong. What is right and what is wrong may be very complex and difficult question in most of the situations. So a decision where issues of right and wrong are addressed in organizations, we call them business ethics. When the issues of right and wrong in the normal life and individual experiences, we generally call them at the issue of ethics or morality. So morality and ethics, they actually these two words are used interchangeably. However, when we are talking about organizations, those are the institutions. Actually, we are using the term more frequently ethics or ethicality. However, when we are talking about individuals, we are more referring towards the term that is morality or moral values of that independent or that individual. So it is important to bear in mind that above definition suggests what is morally right or wrong rather than what is legally right or wrong. So let me clarify, and it is very pertinent to understand when we are talking about what is right and what is wrong. When we are talking about what is right and wrong, these are the two different perspectives. If you look at things from the moral perspective or ethical perspective, and something from the legal perspective. In the legal perspective, it is not you who make a decision what is right and wrong. The law has already prescribed what is right and what is wrong, what you can do and what you cannot do. However, when we talk about the morality or ethics or business ethics, what is right and what is wrong, there is a lot of area what we call is the gray area. Because what is right and what is wrong, it depends on you. It depends on organizations. What you think is right, others might think that is not correct or not right. What others think that is not correct or not right, you may think that it is the right thing to do. So then what is right and wrong? It depends on a lot of things. For example, that person moral values or that organization, whether they consider it right or wrong. So such issues are covered by legislation in developed economies. For example, from the legal perspective, what is right and wrong in most of the developed economies, in most of the developed countries, this is very clear what is right and what is wrong. However, the part of the world, the reality is that there will always be some organizations that attempt to avoid even their legal responsibilities. So, don't you think that even when it is clear in some developed countries, I'm not talking about the third world countries, because we are taking an example where the law exists and law is implemented rigorously. Even in those countries, some organizations are not taking serious, not giving serious considerations to what the law suggests. So there is also a gray side to organization, and those activities described as being gray fall within the realm of business ethics. Where it is not clear what is right and wrong, that is the gray area where organizations actually play and they use their sense, or they think that what they can or what they can do or cannot do. So, example for this gray area, the markup on organic products. You might have realized that on the name of organic products, a lot of companies are charging a very high markup or high margin. It's not that gray area where the law is not suggesting anything, where the legal or legislation or the law is silent, how much markup one can have. And organizations, this is the moral obligation or the ethical or business ethics practices. They should charge a reasonable markup on organic products, not because people consider that these products better products as compared to the other products. So the notion that something is morally right or wrong suggests that ethical standards are universal. However, let me be very clear and clarify to you guys as well that ethical standards are not universal. What is considered right in one part of this continent or one part of this globe may be considered wrong in other part of the globe. What is right in one country may be considered wrong in other country. So you can have a lot of examples what you consider is right. However, people in other countries consider those things wrong. Thank you.